Hey, I'm Clive-Lowe, and I'm here today to show you around my production rig, what I like to use, the tools, and how I like to use them. Pretty much any kind of gig I do, this is the heart of the rig here. Whether it's a solo club show, or a big band show, or a small group show, whatever it is, it's kind of built around what you see here. Native Instruments Maschine, 2 core Kaoss pads, KP3s, and a MIDI controller, Novation Impulse in this case. And the heart of the whole system is the Maschine. So I have all my drum sounds, all my synths, they're all here. I used to love the analog stuff, the MPC and the synths and that kind of thing, but Maschine just, it's all there in one. So with Maschine I have 4 banks of drums, a bank of percussion, and a bank of synths. They're all one-shot sounds, there's no loops. So you get kick drums, snare drums, hats, shakers, tambourines. There's an older kind of jazz style kit. 909, a few kind of synth drums. I've also got one bank with all percussion. I love that kind of stuff as well. And then there's one bank which is dedicated to the synths. Now whatever pad I hit, the sound which is on it will be on the USB controller. So there's all these sounds here as well. So I'm limited to 16 synth sounds with the setup and the drum kits as you see them. So whenever I play with the Maschine, it starts off empty. The only thing I have generally, if I want to select it, is a hi-hat, like a 4/4 hi-hat, which basically shows you the time, the tempo. You can hear it there. So basically once I hear that, if I'm starting with the drums, then I'll just start building a beat. So there you have a beat running. And with that kind of thing, I just like to go with the flow and see how I feel at that time, and however I feel, that's what comes out. Now the Maschine is being routed through the Kaoss pad. So there are effects on the Kaoss pad, which means I can apply effects live. The Kaoss pad, X and Y axes both go at the same time, affecting 2 parameters. So wherever I move my finger, you hear the effect change. Here you hear a high-pass filter. A low-pass filter. A reverb. A delay. And different kinds of effects I like to use. Distortion. Using an LFO like a slicer. So these are the different kinds of effects I like to use on there. The Kaoss pad also samples, so I can take what I've done there and sample it into here. So now what you're hearing is the Kaoss pad, the sample bank here. You're not hearing Maschine anymore, Machine's playing nothing. So if I want to show you how I use the synths on there, here's my synth bank here. Let's pick a bass sound. So now you hear the bass sound looped in there in Maschine. Remember, the rest of the drums have been sampled into the Kaoss pad, so all Machine's playing is the bass. resample that into the Kaoss pad. So now you've got that running on two separate sample banks here. And I can apply effects to that as well. If I want to resample it with the effects, I can do that. And that frees me up to do something else. This one pad here has both of those on it. So then the second Kaoss pad, I have the piano running through it. I love having a piano or a Rhodes, analog synths. Sometimes I'll have vocalists or horn players running through it. They get submixed through a little Mackie mixer, and that signal gets sent here. And you can hear it going through the Kaoss pad. The delays, the looper, and that kind of thing. So in the same way as I sampled the machine, I can sample the piano. Another thing I like to do on the Kaoss pad is I like to resample it. So it's a 2-bar sample, I want to sample 2 beats of it. Now it's been resampled. I can start building a new beat on top of that. Now I'm fading out the sample, and you're hearing the machine, and what I sampled from the piano playing. Now everything you're hearing is a new loop of the machine. This piano sample still going over here. You can hear that there. So if I want to lay down a new piano loop, let's do that. Sample the machine again. And sample it again. So now what you've got here is 3 samples. What I just programmed, the sample from before, filtered down, and the piano sample. The other fun thing that I can do is now if I change the tempo, listen to what happens. It's the same effect as pitching up a record. I love how the tempo kind of can rise up like that. sample that again. Change the tempo back down. You get the effect of a record slowing down, something like that. I love how that happens. Creates new sounds and textures. And that's pretty much how it works. The principle doesn't change whether it's a piano, Rhodes, vocalist, horn player. Machine, Kaoss pads, USB controller, and whatever else I can find to plug in. That's pretty much how it works, and I hope sharing that has been interesting and useful. Thank you.